みきちゃん、付き合ってほしい。私でよければ。Oh yeah, meet my girlfriend Cindy. Oh wait, I'm your girlfriend?
Today, we are talking about Japanese versus American dating. This is a topic I've wanted to talk about for a very long time because it's just so different. And before anyone comes at me in the comments, these are completely thoughts from me as well as my friends and just totally based on opinion. So what a topic. I know we really went 0 to 100 today, but I'm gonna break it down into Japanese dating and then break it down into American dating. So Japanese dating, first we'll get into society as a whole and generally the observations that I've made. In Japan, it's much more normal to be boyfriend and girlfriend, and that's usually the common way that people just start dating. And there's not really as much casual dating, although it's really increased so much in the last couple of years. But I think that the label of boyfriend and girlfriend is really important. I think these labels are always at extremes. So one thing to keep in mind is cheating is extremely common in Japan. And I'm just talking about Tokyo in general. I don't know too much about other locations, but mainly from what I've observed in Tokyo and my friends, cheating is very common, but I think that it's kind of similar to how in America people sort of date around, meet different people, except in Japan there's like the boyfriend-girlfriend label, and so it kind of changes things. People still cheat, and it's just like, we have the label but we don't. But then there's also couples who take it to the other extreme where pretty much indestructible kind of couple vibes. I'm really bad at explaining this, but anyway, defining the relationship as you saw in that skit, let me show you guys how Japanese people define the relationship. They actually say it, so that's a huge difference from America, where we'll get into that later. Now let's get into what dating a Japanese person looks like, but on social media. On social media, it will look like purikura, so couples going into photo booths and they have like these cute little filters and all these things, so it's like, oh, it's our 1 month anniversary, like blah, 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 taking a lot of pictures. And another thing, anniversaries are a really big deal, and so some people do 1 month or 3 month, 6 month, and really celebrate each one of those little milestones. A little excessive if you ask me. Buying each other expensive gifts. I've seen so many stories of my friends or like people that I just met, and you'll see they're at this expensive hotel. And it's a picture of these Gucci bracelets that they got together, and that's so common. Buying expensive gifts for each other. I guess this gift-giving culture is very prominent in Japan, and so that translates into relationships as well. And you'll also see pair looks, so it's like a couple matching outfits sort of thing, and they go to Disney together or go to a little special place together. In the relationship, so dating a Japanese person, what does that look like? These are totally based on my experiences, but I think it doesn't change that much from American dating. It's kind of the same. There is a cultural nuance that not every Japanese person follows, but what I've seen is there is a little bit of a focus for the woman to be cooking or being very feminine and kind of like mommy vibes. So like just providing a lot. And I'm not saying every Japanese guy believes in that, but it's definitely what I've seen. And disclaimer, I'm just talking about heterosexual relationships. I don't really know too much about other relationships, so I just want to make that disclaimer. And when you're in a relationship, if it's serious, you guys have probably heard ski, which is I like you. So that's kind of the baseline. So if you go a little bit higher than that, it's daisuki. And then higher than that is aishiteru. So that's the top way of describing your affection. Another thing I've also noticed is that texting, being a consistent texter, is something a lot of Japanese guys like. And finally, let's talk about dating apps. So Japanese dating apps are much more common now. People use them, and they use mainly Bumble in Japan if it was like Western dating apps. But to this day, man, they all love to just cover their face. You will not see like a non-filter, like there's like a sticker on their face or like blah, 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 blah. Like, you won't really know who you're meeting, so there's a way higher likelihood of being catfished. They don't really want their employer to find out or someone that they know to find out that they have this app, so there's a lot of reasons. So Sometimes they won't even use their actual name. For context, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, but that was my experiences and my friends' experiences of what it's like dating a Japanese person. Now let's get into American dating. Ooh, oh man, it's a little different. American dating is another beast. Dating apps are just so prevalent and dictate completely how we even approach dating nowadays. And I remember when someone was first explaining to me how this complex structure works and how these unspoken rules exist in dating, and oh my god, it gave me an aneurysm. Let me explain to you the different terminologies that occur. When you're out there on the market, you're dating, which means you can go on dates with as many people as you want, you can meet different people, you're not tied down to a specific person just because you went on a date with them. So let's say there's someone that you've been going on many dates with and things are going really well, and it's almost like you guys are a couple, so you ask to be exclusive. So we're going from dating to exclusive to boyfriend and girlfriend. This is the structure. So when you're an exclusive, it means that you guys are only and exclusively seeing each other one-on-one. And so essentially you ask to be exclusive so that your partner isn't seeing other people and you're not seeing other people either. But this does not mean you're boyfriend and girlfriend. More often than not, this means you're in a situationship. So that's the common term used to describe this very vague relationship. So let's say you make it through the situationship. And by the way, this is where people drop off. This is a marathon, and this is where people start feeling the cramps in their legs and slowly start giving up. It's very rare to make it past this stage, but you're official. You're boyfriend, girlfriend. If all his friends know you and you've somehow maybe met his family or a sibling, you guys are serious. It's not a casual thing, and honestly, getting to this point is very scary for people because it requires a lot of commitment, and nowadays being a boyfriend and girlfriend honestly implies that you're seriously thinking of them as potentially marrying them, or maybe, you know, it doesn't have to be, but you're seriously interested in them, and it's a big deal. I like to think of being exclusive and situationships as the modern day dating, and kind of similar to what a boyfriend and girlfriend in Japan would look like. So it's not as deep in Japan in regards to how we think of boyfriend and girlfriend in the US. So what does dating an American person look like on social media? It might not even look like anything, same as in Japan. Like if you don't use social media, you won't see anything. But we do have soft launches and hard launches. A lot of girls do this, where you'll see a soft launch of a guy's hand in their Instagram story, or some hair, you know, like little suggestive things to suggest that they are seeing someone. You don't have to be boyfriend, girlfriend to do a soft launch, but a hard launch is a hard launch, where they're posting a picture or a story of their boyfriend or girlfriend. That's very serious. In the relationship, I would say it's pretty standard, not too different from Japanese dating. I feel you kind of have equal playing ground, which I think is a difference from Japanese dating. But I also think America, considering we have so many people from different ethnicities and backgrounds, more often than not, you might be learning a lot about that other person's culture or background and family. But if they have the same culture as you, you can share a lot of that in common as well. But yeah, I think American dating is tricky, and most people are very just tired of it and hate it. People do not like dating, but they talk about it a lot in the US, just because most people don't really get to the situationship state or past that, and it just gets tedious because we just have so many options due to dating apps and just social life, and so people are just tired of it, and that level of commitment is just getting harder and harder for people, especially given if you're 20-something, you're moving around, you're doing stuff, but that lifestyle kind of sticks with you for a really long time. So I've heard complaints from people of all walks of life. It's just hard because, you know, you meet people who don't text you back or don't compliment you on your new haircut and keep texting that one girl, Cindy, from college, and I just don't. Okay, that was a little personal. All in all, doesn't matter which country you're dating in, you know, things are different with every single person. We're individual people here. But I think it's really fascinating to see the big key differences between dating in these different countries and what the norms really are. But hey, whoever you click with, it can be in any different culture, and I think that's the most exciting part about it. But I just wanted to share the absurdity of it all with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think. How's dating in your countries? What you guys think, what your opinions are. Let me know what dating has been like for you. I'd love to hear your guys' stories. 皆さん今日の動画見てくれてありがとうございます。Make sure to like and subscribe and watch out for my next video.